Hey guys, DNA Reptiles here, and I wanted to go over a few things from last time. The reason there was 3 parts was because there was battery malfunctions in my camera. But I'm gonna show you guys what I was talking about last time with the bronze leaf fern. You can see right there. One sec, let me just. Now it's turning green instead of that more red. It's starting to turn green in places and grow some new green sprouts like that one. Instead of being this from farther away, you can tell it's more of a brown. But there is these are actually hard to keep in captivity, like to transplant them, because special fungus grows on the roots to keep them alive. But I have done it for a while. That's not my first one. I've had like six maybe more others, and I know how to keep them alive and stuff. And I also wanted to go over a couple things. My Ambisum Maveratum, which is this barred tiger salamander in here. When I said I got him out of town, I didn't mean I found him like in a pond. I bought him. Just wanted to go over that. Also, these you can let me turn the light on. Let me get a flashlight. That might help. I don't want to blind anyone or anything. But no, that's gonna be. So there's one right there. I moved him into this tank. Just filled it up like filled it away with water. As they get bigger, I'll fill that up more. But still got the marbles in the tank there. And I'm almost positive those are marbles now. Getting signs of being marbles. I just fed all these guys and everything, so they're doing good. And transplanted the umbrella plant a while ago, and it's grown completely up to being what it's at now. Fed these guys. So we're going on vacation soon. I'm going, as I already said, probably I'm going to look for like rattlesnakes and stuff in Arkansas, because I'm more up north. And then there's a snail. He's like on. There's like a dark spot right at the end of this, like right. Let me just angle my finger. Right there. Right there's a snail. And that snail laid millions of eggs in the old container that the tigers were in. That one. The little guy. And I scraped them all out and put them with the marbles, so that when they hatch, the marbles can eat them. Because I know they eat invertebrates and stuff when they're small, and then it smells kind of bad in here because I gotta change that water again. Because they blow through it every time I change it. But gotta take care of this dude. I will do feeding videos actually when I get back next week. I will do feeding videos for my frog, for my maybe these guys, my salamander, these snakes, my lizard upstairs. You can't really do them for those because I feed them crickets in the cage because they're kind of skittish. So I don't know if I'll get any film on there of them doing that. But yeah, I just wanted to go over a couple things with you guys. My saltwater tank over. Let me just walk there real quick. Sorry about the travel time. See, we got more stuff ready. And so yeah. So I think one of the first times that I will actually be bringing something back. I'm not going to a state park, so it's not illegal or anything. I'm actually going just to travel the roads and stuff and look around. The only time I might bring something back is maybe a snake to put in here. Small snake, not a huge snake. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. Anything really. Tell me if there's anything I should be looking for. If there's anything you guys think I should look for. But I did this. Saltwater. This whole thing I started doing again. I started fixing it up and everything the other day. And it's tested its salinity with the refractometer. And it was a little higher than I wanted it to be. It was like 1.03 to 1.035. And so I did a 10 gallon water change on that. And I know most of you Reptile guys don't give too many shits about the saltwater stuff that I show. But yeah, there's some stuff there. And you know, doing pretty well. Everything in my house is doing pretty well. I'll try. I don't know how well this is gonna work. I was gonna try to get a close up on that dude right there. My lights, he's down there. Don't zoom me in. It's making all kinds of sound probably. It's like right there. They're pretty decently sized. Let me unzoom. And I don't know if I actually showed you guys inside of these, but inside of these is substrate decently deep. Just change the oranges in the food and the gel in there for the cockroaches. I don't know if you can see any, but these guys are doing pretty well. Those little guys, they're tiny compared to the tigers. At first, they were pretty much all the same size. I knew those ones were tigers when I first got these because they've grown so much faster. But I lost, I think, one or two of those marbles to these tigers because I ate them while they were in there. Because I thought they were, first I thought they were all the same because my friend told me that they were what he thought from his, he sometimes breeds stuff and he kind of knew what they were. I've been breeding tigers, salamanders. I stopped doing it. I was breeding them probably for 4 years. 4 or 5 years I bred them, and I also bred marbled and spotteds. And I'm not positive that these are tigers, but the way that they've grown, the way that they act, the way that they do things gives me the idea that they are. Bred them for probably, I already told you guys, like 4 or 5 years. So I'm pretty good at breeding salamanders. Usually do it indoors. I had a AC coolant system to make it cool at night, and I had a heater to make it warm during the summer. Probably had, I'm gonna say, 2 feet of substrate. They were actually, I'll show you where they were. No, they're back here. It went like this. It went like this whole area. Here, let me just like this. I can't even get like a good. I'm gonna take it above my head so I can't see what I'm doing. This, I think you can see that. Let's just say like half of this. Like all you can see right now was one kiddie pool, and then back here was another kiddie pool. This had water and a way to get out back into the other pool, and then the other pool was up here. And it had plant life and rocks and logs and everything you could think of. Everything was treated, everything parasite proof, and everything was just, it was just going well. Had spring tails and everything, and I had some red F's that came from, I ordered larvae of, I think that was my marbled larvae. They came with some red F's in there somewhere. I don't know why. I guess they got some mixed ups or something, but I'm trying to get back into breeding everything. Hopefully I can, and then I'll probably sell them online. And I'm gonna, never tried this before. I've never bred my one barred tiger. He always stayed by himself, or herself. It's a girl, my bad. But thinking I'm gonna try and crossbreed. No one say don't do that, don't do this, because I've had random shit happen. I had one of my marbles breed with a slimy salamander once. Babies looked wicked. They were the weirdest things I've ever seen. And it was the weirdest, I never expected it. I didn't at all expect that, and they lived, they grew, and then I sold them to a mate of mine, and him, his brother, and his brother's friend all bought a couple of them, because they only laid a couple eggs, they didn't lay very many. And then I took the slimy out because I didn't want any more crossbreeds, because I thought I got lucky that time, but I read something online that sometimes you get, in the wild, some will breed weird and get some weird morphs out of it. But that's what I have the tigers in. That's what the marbles, or what I'm thinking is marbles from what I know is, and then hog noses there. But yeah, back to the story. Been it for a long time. Probably gonna put a lamp on there just to help out with the whole lighting thing. But been it for a long time. Had some weird stuff happen occasionally. One time I had I had a lid on it, but it was like a cylinder lid that I made out of mesh and stuff because I had tree frogs in it at one time, and I successfully bred mossy tree frogs and red-eye tree frogs. And trying to think of the other one. I also bred, I think there are tiger walking frogs, tiger walking frogs. I think I did those too, and they one of those. I had this for a few. The frogs were longer than salamanders, probably I want to say 6-7 years instead of 4 or 5 years. I had those, and I had one time, just one time, out of all that, that a male tiger walking bred with a red-eyed, and people always say don't keep mixed species together, but those babies came out fine. They never fought. Mixed species actually can help keep parasites down and disease down. You just have to know what you're doing. You have to. I didn't put them together for probably 2-3 years after researching them and learning everything about them and watching the capabilities. I treated them all, everything. Took them, made sure they're all right. Did my own treatments and everything. If they had anything wrong, I knew how to do that. I knew how to get rid of stuff like Popeye and stuff. I knew how to get rid of all that. Treated them for all of it. Everything was doing fine. Nothing got sick. Nothing had any problems. Kept the salamanders with the frogs. I know I'm going to probably get a ton of hate for doing that, but it was just years I had them together. Did enough research to run a small zoo of, I don't know, run a small herpetology zoo. That's how much research I did. I spent probably a year or two before I even bought them just researching. And I had reptiles since I was probably 4 or 5 years old. I've had them forever, and then so just don't worry about giving me hate because I don't care. People have told me before that that was a stupid idea. I didn't care. I done it. Nothing went wrong. Got rid of them because I was moving and just didn't want to take everything to my new house with my family because I don't know. I just didn't like. I didn't feel like moving everything like. Well, actually, yeah. I didn't have the frogs here. I just had the salamanders here, and that's when the kiddie pool thing came in. I had the same kiddie pool setup thing. I just didn't want the frogs in the house because the old house had a sound-proofed room that I kept the frogs in because they would during breeding they would chirp, and I just didn't want to bring it here and soundproof another room because I didn't bring any of the stuff and I didn't want to pay for it all again. So I ran that with those. Never heard them. Only heard them when I walked in there. It would be summer nights and I would walk in there and they would be like that. I know I'm just talking and doing nothing. So hopefully this doesn't like annoy you guys or anything. But stupid flies everywhere. I have these small flies from houseplants. My mom is a plant botany. She does botany. That's what she went to school for and stuff. And this is just George. I named her George because, I don't know, thought the name fit. Good frog. I'll probably do a feeding video on him because he eats like a maniac. I'll probably do mice and crickets. 2 different feeding videos. Or I'll just feed him a couple mice and then feed him a couple crickets in one. But he's a great guy. Great little frog. And my incubator. Exoterra. Love Exoterra. Trust him. I've never had any problems with them. Yeah, I'm new with the whole gecko breeding thing, and that's what I bought for that. I bred snakes, sextum, I bred amphibians, I've bred turtles, one time I bred small birds. Some do, some that I got into. I pay for all this stuff myself. I find money, I mow lawns, I do whatever I can to get money. Hopefully YouTube will help with that. Maybe I can get a lot of views on something, I don't even know. And they'll help me out, but yeah, I've done plants for years. I've done pretty much everything here. I've done for years, except for the gecko thing. I did leopard geckos, but I've never done like legit geckos, especially not day geckos. And they're a little difficult for me. It's new to me. It's a different thing. It's harder for me to like work around. I have them right next to that window with sealant and everything around the window and a this film to keep it insulated, so that there's no bugs or anything are gonna fly in here through there. No pesticides or anything are gonna get in through that window, or nothing's gonna get to that window. No freezing cold or anything. So these guys are safe for that. The only reason we had duct tape here is because these little holes, and we fed them small crickets. And I almost just broke something. That was my bad. I stepped on a piece of a lid that I tore off. This right here was because we fed them those small cockroaches occasionally, and we had one escape through here while I was down here. So we stuck duct tape here. Probably should have done it the other way so they're not just sticking to it. But yeah, so far we haven't had any more escapes or anything. Hate crickets. Do not enjoy having crickets in my house. Sometimes they chirp, sometimes they don't. Sometimes you get lucky and you get a good pair of them. But I've had some trouble with them. Yeah, I bred those guys. Those guys are sweet. If anyone wants to sell theirs, I will buy them straight away from you at a good price. As long as you're not like over the top with them. They're the coolest. But yeah, I bred those. I bred a ton of things. I almost got into breeding green tree pythons for the hell of it because I love green tree pythons. Coolest thing ever. The one I kept recently died from. They told me he was captive bred. He ended up slowly getting sicker and sicker, and I didn't know what was wrong. I took him to the vet and everything. They had no idea. It actually turned out being some crazy foreign reptile disease that they hadn't heard of for a long time, and they didn't know what it was. So it was kind of late for him. He recently passed away. I used to have a bearded dragon, bred bearded dragons. My one lived for 13 years, and then I came home from school one day and it was done. It just died. Never showed any sign of being sick. It hid when it died. It dug up sand and went underneath its branch and just died. Which made me sad, of course, because I took perfect care of it. Nicest thing ever. Best pet. Probably one of the best pets I've ever had. They're just wonderful. I mean, he's great too. I love him. He's the coolest. But Tiger Solomon is pretty cool too. Those guys just don't like being held. Get off there, you're sliding. Look, he's just sliding. He's slowly sliding. You need help, bro? Why are you sliding? You never slide. You alright? One sec, let me see if he's okay. They never slide like that. Let me check on him. I'm gonna switch hands. You alright? He's gonna take off when I touch him. Come here. There. You good there? Staying? No, he's still sliding, look. I'll show you guys. Oh, sorry, I hit you against the thing. He's just sliding about. I don't know if you guys can see that, but he's just sliding around. It's a little weird. I've only seen him do it like a couple times. And it was when he was messing with the female. That's strange. You have a little bit here. Just let go there. Here, I'm gonna get him off. I'm gonna get him off there. And make him run. Oh, he bit me, little turd. That scared me. Go! Get off there. You're just sliding. You're gonna hurt your hand or something. There you go. There, now he's on the wood. That's kind of funny, you bit me. Never had that done before. It's not like he's gonna make me bleed or anything. They got soft teeth. He's cool. He was real cool about it. Thanks, bro. Alright. Sorry, I gave you a little jump there. Probably moved the camera like that or something. Probably freaked everyone out. But nah, I've been bit by enough shit. I was bit by my green tree python in the face right underneath my eye 4 times. Both eyes. He bit me 3 times under my left eye and once above my right eye. Cause didn't stick my face in the cage. It was actually during holding when I told people not to come up to me and be messing with me because my friends were being annoying. Instead of biting me once, he bit, let go, bit, and then when I went up to put him back in the cage, he bit me above my right eye and actually held on that time, so I was bleeding weird. It was the weirdest freak thing, because he's never been, it was the nicest, actually a really nice Biak, like, for where it's from. The Biak genre is supposed to be mean. It was a lovely snake, great snake, beautiful snake, expensive snake. I miss that snake, a little bit. But I was thinking about doing one of these. I have one of these guys, and another one of these guys. Thinking about doing small frogs, maybe dart frogs, breeding dart frogs or something, because I know how to do that. Because I thought about doing it before, breeding them in those, making vivariums, making 2 vivariums, real nice, real pretty. Put them upstairs in my living room or something, or keep them down here in case I breed them. But yeah, so this is pretty much gonna be the video for today. But yeah, thanks to everyone for watching this, and I will get back to you in a couple days when I'm on vacation. I don't know if I'll bring my laptop, so it might come out on Wednesday night or Thursday, and then the feeding videos will come out sometime next week, maybe in 2 weeks from now. But I might do a Happy Easter vlog, so you guys can see my face. I'm not actually as old as you might think I am. I'm only 16, so don't be surprised when you see my face. Because I had on my old channel, someone was like, "What are you?" Actually, I was featured on a channel with my friend, and they thought I was like 20 because of the way I talked and the things I was talking about and stuff, and how much stuff I've done and how many years I've been in this. I've been dealing with reptiles since probably 12 years. Researched the shit out of them. I know a ton of stuff. If anyone has any serious questions, any serious problems, any sicknesses that their snakes may have, hit me up. Or any sicknesses that any of you reptiles have, hit me up, and I will definitely help you out with that. I will do anything I can to. This is complete in total darkness. Here, I'll just film this on location. I'll do my best to help anyone out. I will probably know what it is, and if I don't, I can refer you to a page that tells you what it is. And love this, by the way. This locking. Best idea by Exoterra is this locking key thing. And then you can put the second key on here. I think this is the one. No, this is not the one that they... Oh yeah, it is. Through here, through the sides, you just put a small key ring type key through there. Or lock, not a key. It has a lock that goes through there. Which, if I use this for any kind of dangerous animal, I will buy one of these locks. Or I think I actually have one still upstairs in my room. I will definitely stick that on there, and I will lock up the tops up here. But yeah, I just run that. I think that's just a UVA bulb that I'm running right now for the plants. I think I'm getting that wrong. I'm tired, so if I'm getting that wrong, someone correct me. I think I am. I think that's actually a UVB. No, it might be a... No, that's a UVA and UVB bulb. That was an expensive bulb. I remember now. It gives off... Let me check. Yeah, it's just a weak one, because that's giving off heat, and it's... I remember that one because it's expensive. Yeah. Sorry, I was reading the temperature. You probably can't even see it. It's not very high. It's probably like 75. I think this is 75. That's an older thing. I'm reading it probably wrong. But yeah, I'm doing good, and I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic Easter. I will be celebrating mine tomorrow. So if I do that... Oh, I just dropped that. So if I do the vlog, it will probably be tomorrow if I run that. And it'll probably be late in the afternoon or really early in the morning, depending on how everything goes. But yeah, thanks for watching. Recommend any reptiles or amphibians you think I should get. Anything you want to see. Feeding videos. Anything really. If you want like an up close personal of the tiger salamander larvae, I can actually stick this camera under the water so I can This is a, what is this? Fiji Films, or Fuji Films, or whatever that is. Shatterproof, drop-proof, freeze-proof, dust-proof, all kinds of stuff-proof, waterproof camera. So, literally I could just throw it at the wall and then drop it in water, and it would be fine. Pretty expensive though. I think this one was like, I don't know how much I want to say. And this isn't even in, it's full HD. It goes higher res than this, and this isn't that great. So it might not just be that great for me through the little capture back here, but the way this is pretty expensive. This is like the first thing I bought when I got into herping recently. I went out the Katy Trail and looked for stuff, looked up rocks, filmed a lot of it, lost a lot of film, never really put it on YouTube because I don't know, didn't really get into YouTube yet. But now I'm getting into YouTube. I think I've got like 27 views on all of my videos, and I'm actually running out of recording time on my camera. My camera actually only has 2 minutes and 49 seconds left of this recording, and if this resolution isn't good, it says full HD on my screen, but it's not at, I think, 180p. I don't think it's at that. I think it's at like 720, or I don't remember. I think it's at 720 right now. I can make it like 180, and then I can go a step up from 180. I don't remember what it is, like 1260 or something. But I run these. That's just a recap of everything. Tiger salamanders, hognose, giant African bullfrog, 2 giant geckos, tiger salamander, Amosoma mavratum, the bard. These are tigrinium, just regular tiger salamanders. See one swimming right there. But then those are the marbles down there, the rack, the plants, and that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys as soon as I get the chance, and I'll do any videos requested of me to do. And so I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.